Hi, I'm with Jean Mullin here, and we're going to talk through some of her uses of clickers in teaching and learning. So welcome, Jean. Thank you very much. So to start the ball rolling, how have you been using clickers in your teaching?
Well, basically I've been using it to seek opinions and also to gauge level of understanding. So just generally putting a question up onto the slide, getting the students to respond to that. And then quite often if I'm wanting to test their level of knowledge, do that at the beginning, and then at the end again, so we can actually see it visually as to how hopefully they've improved.
And do some of them improve? Does it?
Yeah, definitely.
So it'd be a really nice model of some questions at the start, then the main focus of the lecture.
Yeah, and then the same questions at the end.
The same questions at the end. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And how have the students been responding to the technology?
They love it.
Do they?
Yes, they really do. They are more part of the lecture, I think they feel, and I think it's quite good for the quieter ones, because quite often if you're talking about a difficult subject, which we can do at times obviously in nursing, then you can put a question up, or you can ask a question and the loud ones will respond, but actually is that the general consensus of opinion in the room? But if you've actually just got them to press their clickers, you can see that the general consensus might not actually be what the loud ones are saying, so you can encourage different voices to come forward, really.
And do you have quite large groups then?
Yes, yeah, sort of 50 to 60 usually. Yeah, so that it does encourage different people to join in almost. They feel safer almost because they can say, oh yeah, no, I really disagree with that. So all they need to do is press their button, and then once you can start the ball rolling, well actually half the people here don't really think that, and I think they're more encouraged to then speak their opinion.
And do you have it where they're mainly as an individual, or do you get them to work together, or how have you tried different methods?
You generally usually as individuals, but actually I hadn't thought of doing groups, but yeah, that would be a good way forward. Yeah.
Okay. And if you were starting out afresh all those years ago with this technology, what sort of, have you got any tips or advice or lessons you might give to an academic who's about to start?
I would say have a go. Start off with something quite simple. I think the message is that the students really do enjoy it. So however simple you start, even if it's just do you think it's a sunny day or not type of question, then they actually feel that they've got their opinion in there. So I would say start off with quite simple questions, or start off by testing their knowledge at the beginning, and then retesting it again at the end. So it's useful for you as well as them.
You've got sort of value added from the session.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. And have you found the actual process of authoring the questions fine? Has there been significant hurdles there?
No, I think because I'm now at the stage where I need to move up and look at more what I can do. I've usually found the questions fairly easy. It's what do you think? True or false, or the gauging the level of knowledge ones. Very simple.
So as you're thinking in the future then of your own use, are there things you'd like to be able to do with it on a wish list?
I suppose almost I'd like to expand the knowledge that I can get from them, but I'm not quite sure how I can do that. But I know there are other things on there that I haven't looked at yet, other applications, shall we say. So I think it's a very useful tool. I think it does encourage students to be much more proactive as part of the group, and I'm sure there are things that I can develop, but I need to understand the facilities, the applications more.
I feel a training session coming
up.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Jean. Much appreciated.
Okay. Thank you.